Do it. Fix it. I hope. There it is. There we go. We're here. We are here. All right. Let's get this smudge started. I hope. Here's hoping. Come on, baby, light. Having a hard time lighting the smudges. Come on, baby. Come on. You want to burn. You know you want to. Everything's going to start fighting with me. I think this might be the last reading for tonight. And then tomorrow we can get into the rest. But I want to do Sagittarius. Get it taken care of. Come on, burn. What's wrong with you? Stuff is tinder dry. Maybe it got humid and all the humidity we had. That could be it. Burn. Come on. Come on. Being very stubborn. Burn. Spread. Catch. Spread. Nice. There we go. Good enough. Now we'll get the cards. Didn't stay going. It's going out again. What a bugger. Come on now. Beautiful smudge. Kick in. Hi, amazing Grace. How are you? I think everybody else is still in another one that's dead. Other live stream. This is the live one. This is the true live stream. Baby, come on. That's better. I don't know if this will work or not. I'm going to try a bit. There we go. Come on, don't you dare go out on me now. Show your stuff. Come on. Oh, no. That's no fun when you go out like that and I'm trying to have fun. I've got some stuff here called Mystical Fire, and it changes the color of the fire. I don't know if you guys can see how blue that is. It goes on the campfire. Is what you're supposed to use it for. Is a nice campfire. And does it burn a long time? Oh my God. It burns a really long time. Beautiful colors that come out. Not so much for a smudge, I guess. Do them again. Okay, let me get the rest. Smudge. Here we go. All right. Thank you. There we go. That's good enough. That is good enough. We're going to get into this Sagittarius reading, and I'm, never mind what I am. I'm not going to say it. Okay. All right, let's get the shuffle up for you, Sagittarius. Who we got? Hi, Beth. Welcome back. Hi, Amazing Grace. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. All right. Okay, this is for Sagittarius during the month of October, which we've already begun, through to the end of October 2020. What's coming up for Sagittarius? What's coming at them? What's coming into their life? What's leaving their life? May they be good things. What do they need a heads up on? What do they need awareness on? Please bring forth what Sagittarius, what they're going to benefit from. And warning of things to stand away from. Let's give it a roll through here. Got my window open here beside me. It's so warm here tonight. The air's just starting to cool down a tiny bit, but we're going to have a warm night. It's going to have a hard time sleeping, even with the fan on. These are supposed to be the cooler nights. Not always. It's going on for Sagittarius for October 2020. Bring it all forth for Sag. Okay, I'm going to cut the deck right here. And I'm going to confirm with Lilith. Bear with me a moment. I'm going to be able to see what I'm doing in real time. All right, there we go. There we are. All right, Lilith. Oh, there. Okay. Whoops. Okay, Spirit. Are the top 5 cards, as this text stands, the cards that are meant for this public general reading for the sign of any Sagittarian that's viewing the reading for the month of October 2020 are the top 5 cards as this text stands, the cards that are meant for this general public reading for the sign of Sagittarius. She's saying, yes, I will not argue with her. Beautiful. Here we go, Sag. Your very first card is your overall energy for the month. No. This is how the last one started with Scorpio. Look at that, 78 cards. And we start with this one again, the 5 of Swords. Second card, your wealth and your finances. We're seeing the Queen of Swords. Lovely word and prompt on her is resilience. Resilience. All right. The third card, your hearth, your home, your family, relationships, your intimates. And we've got the Hermit. Contemplation going on here for you, Sagittarius. You've got some heavy thinking to do. You may have some splaining to do. Challenges, should there be any, comes from the High Priestess. Intuition. You got to start trusting it more. All right, Sag? You really have to listen to your gut, your senses. final card, but not the last, never the least, is your message from Spirit. It is the High Priest. Wow. These cards. My goodness, my heavens. Okay, Sag. All right, I just heard major life changes coming up for some. Major. Huge. Big. But get this. The changes that are coming up, that you're going to find yourself kicking your feet and complaining in the beginning, something wonderful is going to happen, all right? Because something you misread. You misread turmoil into it, challenge into it, defeatism into it, toil and just a feeling of, oh my God, I don't want to do that. It's that kind of a thing. I don't want to. But you're going to get carried through this. You're going to feel it all, be carried through it. What's out at the other end is going to blow your freaking mind, and it's going to answer a lot of questions, and it's going to cure a lot of problems that you've been suffering with, Sagittarius, whoever this may apply to. The very first card is the Five of Swords here. I don't like the fives. Those that watch my readings repetitively know this. Excuse me. You know it very, very, very well. Is that I do not like the fives in any way, any shape, any form. They serve their purpose. Not all bad all the time, I suppose. This shows things aren't settled for some of you. For some, it's your life overall. Just everything that you know, everything you're familiar with. It's not right. There's no balance. There's no settling in. There's no sense of relief or release. Everything's kind of held in suspended animation almost, because you don't know what's going to come next, how your life is going to turn. Is it going to move at all? Is it going to go straight forward, backward? Are we going to come full circle? Will there be justice? Kind of a thing going on here. This is the Five of Swords. For some of you, an argument or conflict of some kind is leaving you feeling very battle-worn and very small. And you're feeling small due to your part in things. Normally you would like turn your back, walk away from animosity, anger, judgment, arguments. And there's one that you don't turn away from and you take it head on. And you feel after the fact that you have lowered yourself to meet the expectations of the negativity that was taking you on. You came down to their level. You're not happy about that. This can all be because somebody that you trusted implicitly, they've been very cruel behind your back. They've been very unkind, even devious, and it's wounding your friendship, business relationship, a relationship out of romance. This could be coming from somebody that's striking out at you. It's coming out of jealousy and a need for power. They want to have the higher end. This card can also reveal communication problems within your family, hurtful opposition, or being unfairly overruled and ignored. On a more positive note, everything's going to be up and out in the open. There'll be nothing else hidden here. So yourself and whoever you're in conflict with, Sagittarius, the truth is going to stare both of you in the face. It'll be uncomfortable for both as well, but it will be the truth, which is a good thing. The advice of this card. See, this is going on right now. For some of you, excuse me. Oh, I hate it when I start doing this. The first reading I've done this in with the yawning. This is happening for some of you right now, or has just happened, or is about to just happen. This is it just surrounds now. It surrounds the now. Here's the advice. As long as you stand your ground, and for what it is you truly believe in, whatever your truth is, you'll be okay, as long as you're not disillusioned in any way, and what you're seeing is the real thing. You don't need to even respond aggressively. If somebody's being aggressive with you in an argument or a face-off or a debate of some kind, it doesn't mean you be aggressive back. You know, the thing is that you become and remain assertive. And that's like a non-physical form of aggression, where you're not going to scream, you're not going to holler, you're not going to punch walls, you're not going to punch a human, another person, anything like that. All right? You're going to be assertive, and you're going to say, this is what I believe, and this is standing my ground. Standing my ground until I see differently. That's what you're going to be saying. That's what you're going to be hearing. You need to stand your ground. Your keywords are opposition, arguments, abuse, shame, bullying, unfairness, loss. The final word for you, Sagittarius, and this is true about Sagittarius, you're very resilient. You're like a cat that always, no matter how many times it falls, it lands on its feet. That's kind of what you're like in this situation. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put the camera back up. I'm sorry about that. There we go. There we are. All right. I'll go back into your screen where I can see what y'all are doing and saying. Oh, you need change for the better. Yes, Bets. Was this Scorpio amazing? Yeah. No, yes, Scorpio. Sorry. Hi, Gladstone. Welcome, welcome. That might be something you have to toy with and play with. It's hard to say. Vendi. Hi, second time sale. I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Okay, so that's going on right now for some of you, which is kind of odd. And I'm sorry if you're going under any tension like that, but you've got to hold your place. You've really got to stand your ground and hold on to what is yours, what is rightfully yours, what is yours to claim. You hold on to it. You feel you're right in your opinion. You stand your ground. That's what you do. You stand your ground. Just one thing first. Before you stand that ground, make sure you've got ground to stand on. There's food for thought. You make sure you've got ground to stand on, that you have a right to be doing what you're doing. You make sure that it's solid. That's the whole thing right there. But you're resilient. You'll bounce back from whatever this is right now. You will bounce back from this. You will. The second card we're looking at, your wealth and finances. We've got the Queen of Swords. And again, the word resilience comes out forefront and center for you, Sagittarius. Forefront and center. So, yeah, Gladstone, I can relate to that. I've been the same way for over a month, and I don't know what's wrong with me. It's not like me to feel the way I've been feeling. I feel almost kind of a dark shadowed. It's gray for me. It's not a dark shadow. It's gray. It's a dull, dark gray. Get out of here, fly. Go hibernate. It's almost like, yeah, nothing's ever going to come out of anything. Why am I putting expectations? Every little thing I do, the way I think, the way I feel, the way I act, things I say, there's this shadow of gray around, and I don't like it at all. I've been talking to the universe, lift this off of me. Take this away from me. Please, this is not me. I don't even know who I am, and this has been going on for over a month. And I keep calling it, the only thing I can describe it to other people is very sullen, S-U-L-L-E-N, sullen. Very serious, very straight, very sullen. But losing, and I'm the eternal optimist. I've always been an eternal optimist. But whatever this grip that I get stuck in this area, it's like all of a sudden that all goes out the window. That's never happened to me before. So I've been talking a lot to the universe. Give me back to myself, where I've got hope for all the tomorrows yet to come. And I figure logically, when my brain is balanced out, I've got all the logic in the world. What it brings me is a never-ending hope that as much as negative things can come at us, and we're real quick to jump on that and believe that, why the hell wouldn't good things come at us the same way? Matter of fact, that's the light and there's the dark, and the light always overpowers the dark, illuminates it away. Maybe I have to be a little more patient with that, but these things, they happen. Sure it would. I'm sure that it would. I don't do meditation and yoga and stuff, but I do a lot of the mind stuff. It's what I do for me, just for me. So the next card with the Queen of Swords, and like I said, you've got resilience again. That's your word for the month of October. Nobody else got a word. You guys do. It is. It's a Queen of Swords, but it's resilience. It shows you contemplating, doing some deep thinking, some soul searching as well. These are beautiful cards, just the same. There's a lot of growth and learning going on for you, Sag, during this month of October. There's a lot of growth. If you had to take and make a major growth in your life in this way, to change your immediate life, the most personal sides of you, October would be the month to do it. Because the veil is thinning between us and the other side, everything is, there's more clarity going on. So you don't have to beat your brains so hard to get things right, to straighten things out. It's all good. So with the Queen of Swords, what we have with here, this is your finance and wealth. And where are you wealthy in your life is what you ask yourself. What kind of wealth? Financial, yes. But we're looking at wealth in many ways, shapes, many different forms. This queen is highly intelligent and very driven. All right. So we put no gender on her. She's genderless. So this could be male or female, depending who you are. But that's what's going on. It's showing you the energy around you is very intelligent. And it's very, very, very driven. She commands respect, as I'm sure you do, Sagittarius. And when you make up your mind about something, you're holding your ground, you're standing your ground. This is wonderful. It backs up what's happening in the first card. It shows you doing just that. The only thing you have to remember, to become stronger, as strong as you need to be, you have to put your own interests first. You have to feed yourself first in any way you need to be fed, mentally, spiritually, intellectually, physically. You need to take care of yourself. That's how you start every day. You take care of you first. That way you're more of a benefit to everybody else throughout your day. You're serving the good. It's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. But take care of you first. This energy, as far as the Queen goes, she's very, very charming. But like the Queen, you suffer no fools here. You can't have the wool pulled over your eyes. You can't be manipulated. You can't be conned. People may think you're so easygoing and you're so nice that it's easy. Easy to con a Sag. It's easy to manipulate them. It's easy to get them to do things they would not know. Those people are so wrong about Sagittarius. There's the thing, because you'll stand your ground and you will put your interests first. And you can also see the truth of any situation in a flash. So if anybody's trying to pull something off on you, you're going to pick up on it immediately, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. This card often comes up in a reading, usually to show strong women, business leaders, independent females, and single parents as well. If she comes up and you're resonating with this card at all, male or female, it's time for you to show your strength of character and what you're made of so that people don't take you for granted. That's important. The advice of the card. You need to be prepared to make a very strong decision about something or respond to a final decision that's made by a woman. All right. Keywords are intelligence and independence, and these things are all in your favor, Sagittarius. Leadership, having insight, and a lot of tolerance with humor. I'm hearing tolerance with humor. Determination, never say die. And justice. One thing about Sagittarians, justice is very important to them. The call of justice, to see the play of justice, to see justice panning out and being in places where it's meant to be. This brings an inner peace to the Sagittarius. Justice has been served. Justice has balanced everything out. This is beautiful. Money-wise, most of you are okay right now. You're still holding on. Some of you, like some of the other signs, are returning back to work. Some of you are looking for new work. You'll be okay. You'll find it. We are under the second wave of COVID-19. You need to keep that in mind. This may sound really morbid, but I read a piece today, and it was about some of the industries that COVID's not affecting. They're not laying people off or sending people home. Matter of fact, businesses come up 600%. Guess what it is? I'll tell you, it's morbid. It's the funeral business. Funeral homes, they're doing very well. COVID is not touching them. As a matter of fact, COVID's bringing them more business than they can handle. So there's no layoffs going. If you're not shy of that state, you want to be a makeup artist with the corpses, whatever you want to do. And that's what I'm just saying. I don't remember the rest. I don't think I read the whole thing. I kind of stopped there. So the next card, within your most private sector of your life, this is your home life, your friendships, your relatives, your family, all your close relationships. This is the intimate side of Sagittarius's life. You got the Hermit. You got the Hermit. So I feel anxiety as well sometimes too, Bets. I really do. And I don't know why. Lately, the last 2 months, I've been going through things that are unlikely for me. I don't lose my faith in the universe ever. Matter of fact, I get closer to the universe when things don't feel right. And I ask to be led and put in the right place, the right time, the right directions, so I can handle if there's something coming at me. I try to keep that open all the time, because I get experiencing some weird stuff. I can tell you that. Let me bring up the generic side of the Hermit. This is a card that finds you pulling off alone to yourself. And some people have a phobia about being alone. And that can kind of work against you when it comes to the Hermit. Because he's called the Hermit for a reason. He represents you and shows you going off in left field a little bit to spend some much needed time alone for you. There's a lot of self-reflection that goes on when the Hermit appears. A lot of quiet time is needed because it's important. You may need to study, you may need to contemplate something, or simply spend time alone so that you can process anything or all that has happened recently. If you've gone through anything recently, you need to process what's happened. You need to take the lessons that are being offered through it as well. This could be a welcome retreat, spending time alone off on the left field of yourself. Some of you may respond by saying, yeah, I get that, but I feel lonely. It makes me feel more alone. It doesn't feed me. It doesn't make me feel strong. It depends on your circumstances. But however you experience the Hermit's solitary influence, you need to know that you're being guided by your own inner light. You're not going to get lost in your thoughts. You will not be alone forever. These are facts. And another meaning of the card is distancing yourself from certain relationships that could be overwhelming you. If people are in your life that overwhelm you and they're not serving a positive purpose in your life, it's time to think about what you're going to do about that. That's what you need to do. What you going to do about that? Somebody that's draining me, somebody that's overwhelming me, and it's not in the light. God help me, it's not in the light. It's in the shadows. These people, what do I get out of you? Have to do it quickly or slowly and easily, but start to pull away. You're doing this for your own sanity and your own inner peace. You have to feed yourself first. We're back to that again. The advice. When the times for being alone pop up or come into your day, take advantage of it. Don't resist it. All right, whatever you do, go for it. Every little bit of alone time you can get right now, it's all to center within you. It's all for the better of you. It's all good. Don't be afraid to be alone. It'll only be spurts here and there. Some of you be luckier than that. You get to take a weekend by yourself somewhere, then do that. Then do that. Because this alone time, don't resist it. It's going to give you time for contemplation and time for healing and time to find some answers that you need. Not only that, you're going to get to know yourself on a much deeper level, and you could surprise yourself. You could surprise yourself. It happens. It does. I've gone through it. Wow, I didn't know that. I've said that a lot. I didn't know that about myself. I learned something new today. I find it funny almost. So, hi, Samantha. Yeah, Cancer will be tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, whenever I get started. I'm going to wind down after this reading with Sagittarius and save the rest. So that's, what is that? That's Libra and Virgo and Scorpio schedule. This is the fourth one in a row. So I'm going to call it a night after this. It's almost 1 a.m. where I'm at. It's 12:56 a.m. So that's why I'm feeling fatigued. But to get to know yourself on a much deeper level, Sagittarius. And that's ongoing our whole lives, getting to know ourselves. It's not just everything and everybody else around us that change. Everything changes, including us. What we felt strongly about all our lives could change at any given time as we learn more about ourselves and more about the world and about humanity in general, becoming more smart when it comes to ourselves before we're smart about anybody else. You can't predict what other people are thinking when you're interacting with them. You can't predict what they're feeling. You can't predict what they're going to do or not going to do. The only thing that you can handle safely at 100% is yourself. Okay? So you have to know you better than anybody else does. So, your keywords for the Hermit are thought and retreat. There could be travel involved here, or just plain inner journeys, that kind of traveling going on. Solitude is going to be highlighted because you're going to need it, and seclusion wouldn't hurt. But what this is all about is self-protection here. You're protecting yourself. So you need to follow your interests as far as that goes. I'm going to slide right into the next placement, which is the High Priestess. This is your challenges for the month. All right? This is all about your challenges for the month. Intuition. I love intuition. Intuition's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. It shows how in touch you are with yourself as well. You got to remember that. It's card number 2 in the Major Arcana. So, she's a good card. This is also a card about infinite reactions, infinite happenings, things that carry us into infinity, following the laws of life, as well as the laws of attraction, hence connected to life. The High Priestess indicates this is time for learning. She can represent a teacher in your life, not necessarily technically a teacher, somebody that's going to teach you something here. This is a card that's telling you, okay, it's time for you to start learning. She can represent a teacher, spiritual guide. It can also show that you are ready to open up more spiritually than ever before, or to even find an educational course. You're in the learning mode. Another meaning is needing to spend more time alone. It's just reiterating what the Hermit has already told you. All right? You need to connect with your inner self more than ever. That you may find challenging. It could be a challenge. You're going to be testing yourself. There may be a secret around you as well for some of you at this time, Or it could be just even a new situation that's yet to unfold, so everything's still quiet about it. Someone may take you into their confidence and share what's going on here. You have to remain trustworthy. Sagittarians are usually extremely trustworthy. You can pretty much tell them anything, share anything. So you should feel very complimented by that part of Sagittarius. You know, are they capable of lying? We are all capable of lying, holding back the truth. But Sagittarius are good at being subtle, keeping their mouths closed when they're asked to keep it closed, holding secrets, backing somebody up that way, holding somebody up that way. You can count on me. That's what comes from Sagittarius to whoever's asking. You can always count on me. I'm the type of person that you can count on. Your secret's safe with me. You might find yourself saying that to somebody yet. That could happen. That could happen. Very likely to happen. Interesting. The advice, it's not hard. All you got to do is keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself right now. Respect others' secrets as well as your own. You take time to concentrate on your spirituality and what that brings into your life and what interests you. You're going to want to delve a little bit deeper into that side. Take time to concentrate on these things and listen to your own intuition. Get more personal, closer. Get it. Believe in the solidity of your own intuition. Makes life a lot easier, I can tell you that. It'll never fail you. The right teacher is going to come along for some of you, and they're going to appear when the time is right. More importantly, they're going to appear when you're ready for the next lesson. All right? Wisdom, secrets, discretion, teachings, spiritual work, vision, and dreams are part of this beautiful card for you. Becoming more independent in your thought process. I'm hearing that for you. And a realization that when it comes to your intuition, when it comes to surveying things in your life, getting through challenges and upheavals, mountains that you may need to climb, you need to depend, yes, on other people that you trust, that you know have loyalty towards you, but initially it's all on you. It's not affecting other people, but it's going to affect you. If you ask the universe to guide you and you're sincere, if you allow the feelings of frustration and desperation to come forward when you're opening up with the universe, that'll really make things happen in a hurry. Good things. Ask for only the good. Only the good. For the good to come your way. For the good to carry you through. For there to be good endings. Good destinations. Good landings, you might say. Pay attention to all your visions and all your dreams. All of them. That's vitally important as well. For some of you, something could happen within the next 2 days where you find yourself doing that. You're trying to get your feet under you. There's been a shift. There's been a change. And you're like, which way do I go? Which way do I go? What do I do? What do I do? Time seems to be precious here where you've got to move through something. Grab hold of it and hold on for dear life because some of you are going to go for a bit of a ride. And this is all internal stuff, which if you change the way you think, you change your attitude, you change the way you feel. It becomes an essence of who you are. Let it be good. Let it be growth. Let it be strength. Let it be pure. Let it be honest. And follow through. And if you start to feel overwhelmed, you move along with things in baby steps. How do you eat a whole elephant? Is that even possible? This is a metaphor. Yes, it's possible for one person to eat a whole elephant. One bite at a time. Stressing it, for somebody out there, there's this message. It's one bite at a time. And over time, eventually, the elephant's been gone, cleaned up, taken care of, and you did it. Because you did it one step at a time. Don't let yourself get overwhelmed because you fold in on yourself You'll get nothing done and nowhere. You'll be behind. You won't be ahead. The last card, your message from Spirit, and it is the High Priest. He's offering you a lot of wisdom here. You're very fortunate. The universe is coming through with these things for you, showing you the best way. You need to pay attention and follow your intuition. Is this what I need to do? When things appear in front of you, you have to, is this meant for me? Is this what I'm meant to do? Is this a direction I'm supposed to go in? Is this the trail that I'm on? Am I on the right one? The wisdom to know the difference. If you look at him and the artistry in the card, when he's got his right hand stretched out to you, he is the teacher of tarot within the tarot. He's a teacher of the ocean. He usually resides and he hangs in this portal, and he stands in the middle of it. He's got one foot in the portal. One side is Earth, and it's man. It's humanity. The other leg is on the other side. It's in the other dimension. It's what we all aspire to. It's what we let lead us and form us. He's the smartest energy of all energies. He is the smartest. And he's offering his right hand out to you. He's offering to help lead you. You need to open yourself up to this energy. All right? And leave yourself like an open book. And be ready for anything that comes in. Let me get the generic side of this card for you guys. So, you had the Hermit today, Sarah? My goodness, isn't that something? Wow. I hope you took something from it. That's what I hope. Let me get him up. He's just a couple pages over here, and there he is. All right, this is your message from Spirit, everybody. Listen up. Orthodox religion, marriages and ceremonies, wisdom, and powerful leadership are the gifts of the High Priest, and he can give these gifts to you if they're needed. He offers them to you, whatever you need. This is a man of learning. The High Priest is suggesting for some of you, education may be an option for you now. Education can cover any subject, whatever you're wanting to learn about is education. Anytime we're learning, it's education. He also, showing up in your reading, is predicting unity, which is a wonderful thing. Not one way, but two ways. The first, he brings unity between your mind, your body, your soul. Thanks to the Hermit as well, go to him for getting yourself more in touch with who you really are inside. It's very important. To unite the mind, body, and soul, what it means is you're going to feel more connected to your intuition and closer to your guides. And secondly, he represents the unity of two people as they come together as one. Ooh, that's interesting. Another meaning of this card is convention and tradition. But if this isn't for you, you could find yourself still dealing with it because you may be feeling restricted by another's traditional beliefs. That might hit one person. Out of all the views that this will get, it may hit one person. The advice, you listen to your inner wisdom because that's what's going to guide you toward a new educational path, a new belief, or even a new teacher, a new way of learning something that's really going to grab your attention. You're going to be an easy student. You're going to pick things up quickly. You're going to learn the depth of them, the meaning of them. And this is not a bad thing. No way in hell is that a bad thing. That's a good thing. That's going to take you farther than what you planned on going. It's going to give you more insight. It's going to open up so you can view more, see more, experience more. Your keywords are education, traditional beliefs, ceremonies. There's unity. There's marriage for some. There's values. And there's authority. When we listen and we tap in and we know, okay, we're in charge of our own life, blah, 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 blah. But the authority comes from love and doing the things that are right and having your integrity forefront and center. This is where authority lies. You're following the laws of attraction. You're following the universe's love. the law of the universe. You know when things are right or wrong because the way you feel inside. If something is wrong, you feel this is wrong. This isn't right. This is wrong. And let's hope you have a decency within yourself to obey that, to follow what is happening naturally within yourself, that you're not fighting against that. You don't want to fight against that. Well, that was your reading. That was your reading, Sagittarius. That was interesting. If nothing else, it was interesting. A lot of inner stuff going on. There's some major changes coming for some of you. Enlightening moments. Light bulbs going off everywhere. Finally getting it. You're seeing the big picture. You're understanding things more. This sort of a thing. So, like I was saying a few minutes ago, that I think I'm going to call it a night. We're 1 a.m. here. We're 1:11. Actually, it's 1:11. I'm on the right path. Yay! It's beautiful. So, yeah, Cancer reading's a bit off. Tomorrow when I come back, I'm going to try to do them all tomorrow. So that's going to mean tomorrow will be Capricorn will be the first one up. Then Aquarius. And then Pisces will be the third one. Aries will be the fourth one. And then we've got Taurus as the fifth one. Gemini, Cancer, and Leo. So, that's 8 more to go through. Excuse me. I was late getting started tonight. That was my big downfall. Oh, excuse me. But at least we got through 4 of them, and that's a good thing. But now I've got to take my nighttime meds, get myself ready for bed. Hopefully I'll get earlier started tomorrow. So I can get all 8 done and then they're finished, over and done with. That would be fantastic. So. And then it doesn't end for me. Then I got private readings I have to do too, which is a wonderful thing. It's good. Usually regular. Yeah, these 2 are from regulars that come back a couple times a year. So I enjoy doing them. When you do somebody's private readings and you do them regularly, be it once a year, be it twice a year, sometimes it's 4 times a year, depends on the people. You get to watch their life change. You see what's going on in their life. I love that part of it. It's amazing. It amazes me. It blows me away, and I really like that a lot. So, if you haven't joined the channel, please join us, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Click the little red subscribe button, and the little button beside it is for notifications, so that anytime I go live, you'll be notified. You can't always count on YouTube to send notifications, though. You can't even count on being able to hold on to Bay of Fundy Fortunes under your favorites. And the others are just as exposed, too. You should check at least once a month before the 1st to the end of the month to see if Bay of Fundy Fortunes is still on your list and to see if you're being notified. One way to beat that and to get your list, get your notifications. The other side of it, we post in Facebook anytime we go live. We have a Facebook group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Bay of Fundy Fortunes. Fundy, F-U-N-D-Y, is how it's spelled. It is a closed group. It is a private group. Anything that goes on in there at all stays in there. Nobody else can see what you're doing or what you're saying or where you're at. Okay? Unless we approve somebody and let them in. You can leave anytime you want, but you need to be approved to be left in. If you like to post a lot of memes and share them, please keep them within the essence of what Bay of Fundy Fortunes is all about. All memes, all personal posts that you want to post within the group have to be pre-approved before they're allowed to go through. I had somebody who's a suite member tried to post pictures of her little dog that were taken a year ago when she first, and I can't do that because if I post one picture of a cat or a dog, somebody's personal cat, their personal dog, next thing you know, the wall gets flooded. Everybody wants to share their pictures of their pets, which is beautiful. But the thing is, we get off track. Some people, that pisses them off. Why am I looking at family pictures of people I don't know and their animals? Do you know what I'm saying? So we try to stay within the beauty of the group, the zen of the group, the spirit of the group, staying within the essence of that. It's not a big deal. It's not hard to do. So please come over, and that way, every time we go live, it gets posted right in there, and you'll see it. Oh, there's a notification from Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You click on it. It'll show live stream now, blah, blah, blah. You click on it, brings you right into whatever it is that we're doing. So that way you don't have to miss any of them. I know a lot of people hate Facebook. I think there's more people that hate it now than love it. So, and they've just changed their style and format again. I keep changing it back while I'm able to. There's a little glitch in there. So, well, thank you, Glad. I'm really happy that you appreciate it. Put the thanks up to the universe to giving me the wherewithal to get them out tonight. So, I always enjoy them. I enjoy the monthlies. Yes, tomorrow's Saturday. I'll get the rest of them. I'll start with Capricorn tomorrow. So, what was I going to say here? No matter what's going on in my day, as long as I'm not tired, I can't read when I'm tired. But if I'm in a mood, one of those weird moods I've been experiencing, this is the best thing for me. Reading brings me right out of it. I get focused in on the readings with spirit, the connection, the whole bit. I get focused in with you guys, and me and my life's all forgotten about. It's just forgotten. That mood dissipates at the snap of a finger as soon as the readings begin. And it's a nice place for me to go and have a cup of tea is with you guys. So, and right now, yeah, now we're 1:16 a.m. and my eyes are feeling it. I don't have really good eyes, so I got to get myself ready for Betty Buys. Just snuggle in, go back to reading my book before I go to sleep. I'm reading, it's probably the 10th time I've read it. I read it every summer, and I was a little late getting to it this year, but it's called Duma McKee. It's a Stephen King book, and it is one of the best ones he ever wrote. The characters are so strong and so real, and when you're finished the book, you're sad to say goodbye to them. So I read it usually every summer. When I first moved to this house, the same week, somebody gave me a box of stuff. They said, you can have whatever's in it. I don't know what's in it. It was given to me. Go ahead. You don't want something, throw it out. And all things, I find this great big. It's a big hardcover. And I'm like, dude, McKee, and the jacket on it showed this little white cottage with the lattice around the bottom of it, kind of thing. That white lattice, it's crisscross, made out of woods, and it's all around the bottom. The house sits up about 1 story off the ground. So you would have to go into a side door or go upstairs. The weird, freaky thing that freaked me out about the book was I looked at it, I said, oh my God, it's this house, and we just moved here. I showed it to Eric. I said, come look at this cover on this book. He said, oh my God, it looks like here. Oh, and difference was on Duma McKee, there was the cottage, and then there was the beach, and there was the water. And I've got, my beach is like maybe at most a 5-minute walk. My view is blocked right now, but I've got $1 million view and the trees are cleared away. But it just reminded me so much. And then the characters are beautiful. I just love the characters right from the first page right through to the very end. So that's what I'm kind of reading right now. Miracles are happening, kind of thing. And it helps me go to sleep. But I want to thank you all for being here. Like I said, if you haven't joined the channel, please do. You're more than welcome. A warm welcome to all of you. And if you are on Facebook, why wouldn't you? Pop on in. Become a member of Bay of Funny Fortunes on the other end of things. There's some really good memes in there every single day, and sometimes some good conversations. It's a Zen-like kind of a room. That's what someone else described it as, and I would agree. Sometimes it's just memes being posted, not a lot of conversation, but you feel connected when you come into that room with the other people. There's over 2,000 people in there that are just like me, and they're just like you too. And don't say, no, they're not. Yes, they are. You wouldn't be here. That's what tells me we're all on the same path. We're all on the same page. Please, let your integrity be the thing that guides you through your days. So you don't stray off the spiritual part too many times. That'll help keep you where you need to be. That way, you're more of a benefit to yourself and to the universe and to the world in general. The world needs more compassion, more patience, and more understanding that's ever needed before. I don't care what corner of the globe you're from. That's the way it goes. So, hey, Nan, how are ya? Haven't seen you. I was thinking about you yesterday, wondering where you were. I said maybe she's having phone trouble again. So anyways, I'm just wrapping this up, actually, Nancy. You'll be able to watch the replay on this if you want to watch the replay very soon here. But yes, everybody, please keep your peace in so you can show your love, your compassion, your light out. Be an example of the way you want the world to be and the people to be. Be the example. Be the change. Lead by example. All right? You won't be sorry for it. You really, truly will not be sorry for it. I have to say goodnight for now. We're now 1:21. It's going to be 2:30 before I finally get to bed, but I'll have a good sleep. All thanks to you guys. You make it so much easier. And it was a pleasure reading for you all this evening as well. So, that's good. I'm glad, Nan. That's really, really good. Yeah, that's good to hear. I hope things are better. Anyways, everybody, again, thank you so much for being here. May the love of August carry you through. It's going to be one hell of a month, and it doesn't have to be all negative or bad. You need to work within yourself. Be honest with yourself more than you would be anywhere with anybody else. The honesty and the purity begins within your own essence. Always put your best foot forward. All your intentions, make sure they're in a good way. All right? Try to repress being so human, because as humans, we can tend to mess things up. Try to repress as much of that as you possibly can. So thank you, amazing. Same to you. Thank you so much. I'm going to say goodbye for now, everybody. I got stuff I got to do, and then I got to get to bed. Nancy, maybe we'll talk in the next day or so. Tomorrow I'm going to have 8 more I have to do. I got 4 done tonight. That was it. I had a late start. But I'm going to try to get through all 8 tomorrow. And then I got a couple private readings that I have to go through as well. So anyways, take care, everybody. Have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy the month of October. And I'll be back at some point tomorrow. We will begin with Capricorn. Much love to you all.